Annie, what are you?
A bit.
What?
A bit.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
A baby.
Get them!
Hey Exodus, welcome to the showcase. So if you're a regular on the channel, you know that we've been working on a Righteous Fire style minion build for the last league or so that uses the Infernal Legion support gem on the new Tame Beast rares. We've been brewing that build around Smith of Katava to try and make a low button input, low budget, new player friendly build. But Infernalist potentially has a higher damage ceiling, so I've been doing leveling and endgame testing on that to get ready. Let's have a look at that and preview what I'll be starting next week. And check out our older Smith showcase for a more thorough look at the concept. The basic idea is that we tame a strong rare beast, it's as powerful mons as we can get, beef it up with a ton of health, and use that health to fuel a burning aura that cooks all our enemies. We just follow it around and clear the game. Keep the beast from killing itself with its own fire, one of our tricks is that we use the Carrion Call unique offhand to give our resistances to the beast. As a smith or as an infernalist, you're usually aiming for 90 max res on fire anyway, so by making yourself tanky, you're also making your beast. The reason that the infernalist might have a higher max damage than the smith is because she gets the Seething Body ascendancy node. For testing, extra fire damage does actually improve the damage of the beast's burn by increasing the size of the pseudo hit that triggers the ignite that the aura uses. That makes extra fire damage as a rare mod one of the most desirable mods we can get for straight damage output. We still don't have 100% clear evidence that Seething Body is working. It's a little hard to test. The patch's changes to Infernal Flame should make it a little easier to maintain the high flame status that you need for the Seething buff to be on. Looks like in 0.3 that Infernal Legion and beasts in general are getting buffed. We don't have the final support gems or the final tree yet, so we'll have to wait and see, but judging by the leaks and the notes, it's looking pretty good. Beasts are getting just a straight 25% more damage, and it looks like the changes to Infernal Legion are going to split it into 3 levels of gem, and that's going to come with more AoE, and I think on the top end more damage. And the attribute requirements in the game are being lowered. It's going to make it a lot easier to get enough dexterity on the witch to run the beast. Also, the change to make weapon speed instant is relevant for us because we're going to use a spear, not just for how clutch disengage is, but if we can aggravate the ignite that the beast gives, it's a huge burn increase. We were offhanding the spear so that we could keep a scepter in our main hand. That gave us a little swap delay, and that just made it feel a bit more clunky than it needed to. It should be smoother now that you can just instantly whip out your switchblade. Having the interludes and the new act means that there's probably going to be all kinds of new beasts to catch as well. I've been running the Fettered Spider this patch, which has solid life and good movement speed, even if she attacks way too often. But they're a pain to farm, and I don't think I've seen one with perfect mods yet. So hopefully in the new zones we get even better options. I'm hoping for some kind of bird from Shrike Island, since flying movement is pretty sweet. If you've ever had a pet plague harvester, you know what I'm talking about. Otter and I are going to be playing a private league, which will be nearly solo self-found. Not sure when I'll get the spear or the call, but if Grinding Gears hasn't patched the Act 3 Beast Farm spot, I can roll rares there until I find a fire-resistant boar, and that should carry me to maps without a carrion call. Maybe we'll even find a new beast farming spot in the new axe. I am looking forward to leveling this. In my test run so far, I've been using Arsonist as the skill that gets me to the Infernal Legion beast in Act 3, and it's been very smooth, but it seems to me like the Arsonists are getting buffed. Their command skill is getting changed from a spell to an attack, so now I can focus all of the support gems just on attacks. I think I'm going to try to parry for them on bosses. The debuff is short, but it's going to really increase the damage of the explosions now at their attacks. Another buff they get is lightning infused flame wall just for their regular Molotov attacks. That might be enough to trigger some shocks early game, which would be nice. Also pretty excited to see the new changes to the skill tree. As far as the skill tree goes, the build I've been using is pretty standard. Pushing minion life and damage and then throwing leftover points into survivability. But from what we know about the tree so far, the witch area is getting the most new nodes, so there's sure to be something interesting to grab up there. So that's my plan. I'm gonna roll minions at the gate, grab a good beast at the start of Act 3, cruise to the end game, and then start hunting for that perfect beast. And if you're interested in seeing how this all progresses, or seeing Otter play the Smith version, subscribe, click the bell, you know the drill. If you have any questions about the build, don't be shy. Hope you're excited as we are for the patch, and hope your league started smooth.